Hey guys, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with a message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any significant placements. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this month, and I think I can do it. I just need your help. So if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so now. It's totally free, doesn't cost you a thing. And to all of my returning Sunflowers, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I'm sending you lots of positive vibes and good energy. Okay, so this is just going to be a general message. I've already shuffled and pulled your cards, so we're ready to get started. We start today's reading with the Four of Swords. This is an energy of closure, rest, recovery, also of silence, meditation, going inward, analyzing. And I'm going to go through all the cards. I just want to show you guys the spread, and then I'll tell you the story that I see. We also have the Seven of Swords here. This could be an energy of avoidance, betrayal, sabotage as well. An energy of running away from something or just doing what's best for you by any means necessary. We have the Seven of Wands here. This is a very strong energy of either resistance or defense, okay? And I'll know what that means, or I'll know what the message is once I get into the context of the reading as well. So we have the Six of Cups. This can talk about past life, love energy, soulmate energy, but typically it's just connecting to like nostalgia and things from the past, things that feel very sweet and warm to you from the past. We have the Death card at the center of the spread. This is Scorpio energy, okay? To me, this is talking about right now a portal, a transformation, a time for you to choose to move through life or do things differently in a very significant way. Maybe even transforming the way that you see the world, or the way that you take chances, or the way that you do things. We have the Eight of Cups. And this specific deck is typically talks about just being emotionally unsettled or not emotionally satisfied. But specifically with this deck, it talks about returning to something that has special significance or meaning to you in order to regain that emotional fulfillment, maybe something that you've walked away from in the past. We also have the Ace of Swords, which talks about confirmation, clarity, communication. The Ace of Swords is like the initial thought, the inspiration, the idea. The Ten of Pentacles here talks about the kind of the dream, right? That is only born through hard work, dedication, determination, and commitment. We also have the Ten of Cups ending the reading here, which is the potential future outcome, right? Of the energy that I see around you right now. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment, joy. We went from the Eight of Cups to the Ten of Cups, totally emotionally fulfilled, jazzed and happy to be moving through life. We also have the Fool card as your overall energy. This talks about beginnings, brand new starts, new chapters, clean slates, that sort of thing. Also Aries energy. We also have the Chariot card here, the Princess of Swords, and the Ace of Chalices, clarifying the Fool. The Chariot card is Cancer energy. So I like to say those signs just in case they're significant or special or interesting to anybody out there watching, but those signs don't have to resonate with you in order for the reading to resonate with you. Okay. From what I see, there in the past, there was this energy where you just could not be settled. You could not be at peace. You could not get closure on what you needed. It's almost like you were avoiding closing something, ending something, or getting closure on something. It's almost like maybe restarting something over and over again as a way to keep it alive, because in some ways, whatever this is, whether it represents a person or a specific relationship or just a particular chapter in your life that you really hold close to your heart, there's some part of you that you're not ready to let it go. You're not ready to let it go. It means so much to you. It has so much significance to you. Does that mean it's healthy? Not necessarily. Does that mean it's in your best interest? Not necessarily. I kind of feel right now like this is your comfort zone. Let's say if you are debating on moving out of your small town or something, it does not have to be that. This is just the most tangible example for me to kind of relay the energy. It's like you finding every excuse you can to never leave, even if you're not totally satisfied where you are, right? Even if you're not totally satisfied in your small town, in your hometown or whatever. And it could be that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just talking about remaining in a comfort zone, because that's where you feel the most at ease, the most comfortable, the most at peace. And you're refusing to almost, like in the past, you were refusing to almost put a lid on it, right? Now we're moving more into the future where you've kind of embraced change. I think where you are right now is that you're realizing that the past is the past. Nobody can take those memories from you. Nobody can remove that chapter of your life from your book. Nobody can take away, the special significance that whatever this is represents for you, like I said, whether it's a place or relationship, anything, right? Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take away this particular moment in time, however long it was. And it doesn't change that just because you're ready for something new or ready for something different. I think that you've resisted change for a really long time because I think it required you to admit something to yourself about maybe something that you were avoiding or something that you weren't quite ready to admit that maybe you gave up too quickly or you didn't see that you didn't see or follow through enough. There's something here that you're going back to. It could even just be morals, values, standards. You could have been in a really interesting particular point in your life where your values changed and now you're realizing maybe those values don't necessarily align with my future or where I'm going or what I want to do. Maybe you're struggling with addiction in some sense, and it's time for you to let those old coping mechanisms and strategies go, and time for you to adopt something new, or time for you to go back to a time where you weren't so reliant on those things. It's like is we're making a return to something that isn't associated necessarily with whatever this chapter is that's closing for you, but something that's going to help give you clarity and more emotional fulfillment. There's something that you've been lacking, as much as you don't want to admit it, because this chapter of your life, and it could literally just be your childhood, right? You could be transitioning from a child to an adult, or just transitioning through different phases of your life where now you feel like, oh, I have to upgrade or I have to level up. It's time for me to grow up. It's time for me to get out of this, this energy of, I don't know, kind of lingering or living in the past. Like whatever that is for you, I just feel like it was special to you for a reason, but it's important for you to acknowledge that there were ways in which your needs weren't being met. Okay. Ways in which you were avoiding the transformation that needed to be made in order for you to upgrade, in order for you to move forward, in order for you to reach true fulfillment, because you were getting enough where you were. You don't like you were comfortable enough. And sometimes spirit will make us a little bit uncomfortable in order for us to kind of make different choices or see things differently. But I think really what it comes down to is that you've kind of, avoided closing this chapter for so long that now it just kind of feels like, okay, it's time. I think just in your heart, you're really ready to move forward. I think that there's something that you did not commit yourself to in the past that you are ready to commit yourself to now. You see that there's potential for a future there. Let's say if you were avoiding like marriage or long-term commitment. Let's say if, for example, somebody out there might be at a crossroads when it comes to, or not at a crossroads. Let's not say crossroads because I don't feel that energy. Let's say somebody might be at a decision point. Okay, you're at a decision point where either you can choose to move forward with something that has special significance to you, but isn't necessarily meeting your needs, or you can choose to recommit to something that could meet your needs, that does have the potential to see you through to the future that you desire for yourself, to the vision that you have for yourself and for your future. Like this could carry you through into whatever you need it to be, wherever you need to go, wherever you feel yourself moving towards, whatever you're recommitting yourself to, whatever you're going back to or reconnecting to, something that has emotional significance for you. It is going to lead you exactly where you want to be in terms of emotional fulfillment and financial fulfillment, as well as the stability and the security that you desire. But it's going to require you to make a commitment. I do see you being a little bit commitment averse, or not really totally investing in the things that are going to take you to the future, because once again, this idea of being scared that your whole life is going to change. But change is honestly just a part of life. And the only thing that you can count on is that life will change. It'll change you. Your environment is going to change. Your circumstances are going to change. Change is just a part of life. And I feel like you might be someone who is just naturally kind of averse to that. Somebody who likes routine and likes a schedule and probably commits themselves to things because they like the idea of commitment to a certain degree. But when it comes to something that really has the potential to pay off, when it comes to something that may not always be comfortable, something that may be challenging and may not always be easy, it's hard for you to commit yourself to those things. It's almost like only wanting to play the games that you can win, and not challenging yourself to learn new games and win in new ways, and get what you really want out of life. I think that you are going from a life of settling for what was available and comfortable to you to transitioning into really seeking that kind of total emotional fulfillment, because it is possible and it doesn't last always. It's not this permanent feeling that you're going to achieve. It's just this kind of general energy of looking around at your life and saying, wow, I'm really happy. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm surrounded by people I love. I'm doing things that connect me with my purpose, or doing things that make me feel more connected to myself or to love itself, right? And I get to experience that every single day because I've worked hard, I've dedicated myself to it, I've made a commitment to it, and I feel empowered by whatever I've gone back to, chosen, or recommitted myself to. And maybe it's just the idea of what commitment looks like to you in general, right? Whatever you're recommitting or reconnecting to is like, it could be as simple as an idea, a thought, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a specific relationship or a specific person, but that could be the kind of the 3D manifestation of the inner desires being reflected outward, right? So this is more about an internal transformation, an internal change that's going to have a ripple effect through your 3D life. Like I said, I think you're going from a time of feeling comfortable and emotionally satisfied to the point where you weren't like actively seeking anything else out, to now understanding that there is so much more to life. And there are so many more experiences that you can have. There are so many more things that you can do. There's so much more joy that you can feel. And myself and spirit are going to strongly encourage you to do so, to go for it, to get outside of your comfort zone, get outside of that box, connect or reconnect to anything that makes you feel like it can provide that emotional fulfillment to you. But don't be afraid of diving in and actually doing the work. This is what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'll be with you next time.